So let's talk about Canada taking on Costa Rica. The Ticos scored 4 goals, only giving up 5. They're tough to beat, but I think Canada at home, they're the only other team. Mexico and Canada, the only 2 undefeated teams through 6 games. And Canada have done what is necessary to qualify. You win your home games and you draw away from home. And Canada drawn away to the U.S., drawn away at Mexico, got 2 of the hardest fixtures out of their schedule already. I mean, Canada knows that they gotta get full points here, and they should be really setting themselves up, to qualify for the first World Cup since '86.
If there's a game that I think is for sure, it's for Canada. It's Canada beating the Costa Rica. Costa Rica's traveling, the old play and playing in the cold. This is Costa Rica, who don't see any cold ever. So if you look back at the game where Costa Rica versus the U.S. in Denver, it was the cold. So it's I think it's very, very, very tough to play in Canada, especially Costa Rica, who we've seen this Costa Rica. That's it's not the same Costa Rica. So Canada's got the edge. I believe this is the one game that I can, I'm going to put some money on, some bets. Canada beats Costa Rica.
Yeah. Honestly, we the only thing I disagree with what you said is that it's not the same Costa Rica. It is the same Costa Rica.
Sorry,
it's just a lot older. But I get your point with that. It's the same Costa Rica. It's just decade. It's just a decade later.
You're right. The threat of Costa Rica.
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. I'm just giving you a hard time. But Canada have been very good, and at home, I expect them to be very good. Costa Rica are a side that obviously we saw some of their vulnerabilities so far. I know, Jimmy, you love Thomas Christensen. I know this defensive first can take them a long way. We saw Honduras be very defensively sound and scrap and fight and make it very difficult against what I think was a very different Canada side in the opener of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying of this round anyway. And so I think this will be a tight one. Canada obviously has the best player in CONCACAF with Alphonso Davies. We know about Jonathan David. We know about Kyle Larin. I mean, just saying that is making me talk myself out of their ability to not get a result at home. Just knowing the strength that they have on the field, including some veteran members in Atiba Hutchinson and then Eustachio, who I think has been really good as well. And so I don't see how Costa Rica can really go on the road to get a result there, but I don't think it'll be as easy as we think. With Costa Rica have a little bit of belief, and if you look at the table right now, they're sitting on 6 points. This is really do or die for them to be able to stay in that fight.
But imagine if the Costa Rica wins, that means Canada, for all this hype, have 10 points after 7 games, and Costa Rica, for kind of them not feeling great about themselves, would have 9. Which is insane to think about. And I know we'll get into it about Jamaica, who kind of pulled themselves out of the ashes as well. The one thing I'll mention about this, Costa Rica played in that famous snow game in Denver in 2013 against the U.S. Unfairly had to play in that game. Clint Dempsey scored pretty early. We held on for a 1-0 win, but it's a famous game, at least in U.S. men's national team lore. And now they got to go to Edmonton, where it's going to be 32 degrees. It's going to be freezing to play against Canada. I just feel like they're getting hard done by here in these last qualifying windows.
It's going to be hard for them. I'm not sure if Joe Campbell is back. I know he was back in Monterrey getting some minutes. It's a player that Costa Rica needs, youth. Yeah. But I go back. I think the very first half is going to be really good from Costa Rica, and after that, Costa Rica kind of look at what happened with the U.S. Right?
That's right.
So I think Costa Rica can do well. I think they're going to try to score, try to do everything, and then hold on for the second half, because I don't think they have the legs. They have the experience, but Alphonso Davies in the 75th minute running around you is bad. So,
all right, let's move on to the last game. No, I agree with you. I think Costa Rica is a good, maybe 45 to 60 minute team. It's like what happens in that other 30 minutes when they don't have control and are losing it is what really dictate what happens.